Biblical Shakers, we are getting very close to the conclusion of the book of Ezekiel. This week, we will be covering chapters 40 through 42 on Monday through Wednesday and chapter 43 on Thursday. The week will end with a profile of Ezekiel on Friday. And I encourage you to read the daily devotions that are posted on my blog at biblicalshakers.blogspot.com. They are excellent, and they put some feelings into chapters that are dedicated to facts. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so by hitting on the 3 lines and then hit subscribe. The weekly study and devotions will be sent to you every week on Sunday. Ezekiel chapters 40 through 43 describe a vision that the Lord gave Ezekiel of a restored temple, symbolizing hope and a new covenant for the exiled Israelites. The chapters are a detailed blueprint of a magnificent temple where the glory of the Lord returns, representing God's promise to dwell with his people again and restore their relationship with him through renewed worship and obedience. Interpretations vary, with some viewing the temple as a literal future structure, while others see it as a symbolic representation of Christ, the church, or spiritual truth. Whether the temple is literal or symbolic, it seems clear that this is a vision of God's final perfect kingdom. Ezekiel explained God's dwelling place in words and images the people could understand. God wanted them to see the great splendor he had planned for those who lived faithfully. Ezekiel chapters 40 through 42 provide intricate measurements and descriptions of the temple's structures, walls, and gates. The details are not just architectural. They represent God's desired holiness, order, and freedom for his people. The measurements are seen as laws to be embodied by the people, prompting them to recommit to God's patterns of worship and life. The most holy place was where God's glory was said to dwell. The whole vision was intricately designed. The climax of the vision is written about in the 43rd chapter, with the glory of the Lord returning to the temple, signifying God's presence and approval after it had departed in an earlier vision. The return of the glory is presented as a message of great hope, showing that God has not abandoned his people and has a plan for their restoration. The vision serves to encourage them to turn away from sin and rebuild their lives according to a divine pattern. One viewpoint of these chapters is the symbolic view of Christ, the true temple where God's presence resides. Or another viewpoint, the church, the people of God, collectively and individually, forming a holy temple of God with the Holy Spirit. Whatever, this vision points to the spiritual truth about God's presence, worship, and relationship with his people, which are fulfilled in a more profound way through Christ and the Holy Spirit. Next week, we will finish the book of Ezekiel. So won't you join us? Because Biblical Shakers makes reading the Bible way more enjoyable for you. And I pray that the Lord will put a hunger on your heart.